Hello, trading has closed on the 11th of November 2025. As always, we'll begin with our disclaimer. We'll go over our calls and then make our prediction. It's my trading plan for Wednesday. Wednesday's the 12th of November 2025. Right now it's just a plan. I can change it, I can be wrong, and trade at your own risk. Also, overnight futures haven't opened. I don't know how that's going to affect things when we open tomorrow. Look for the pattern with the early low, which is this. Tomorrow also has the early low. We had a target 68.1779. Target was hit with support under the target. We're close to a target from the 3rd of the month, 68.6081. It wouldn't take much to get there, and it should print it some time, but there's nothing in the system requiring it to print now. During the day, MEJT said this was a false move, that we were going to retrace, and that happened right at the end of the day. You could argue that that's a wall, and if that's a wall, we're likely to gap up and take this high out early tomorrow, and I think that's a valid interpretation. But also, this is a pattern which typically closes near the high of the day. And when you rally pretty much all day and the close, this dotted line is under all these intraday highs. That's not a good pattern. That's a negative pattern. Now again, time doesn't run out until early tomorrow. If we do gap up, take this out early, the rally's still going on. And that certainly is one possibility. I don't have a clear count saying this rally's over. But if we can't do that, that's a negative pattern. So I think early on, we should see if we clear this or if we don't. And tomorrow's pattern does have the early low. So while I'd like us to clear this and go a little bit higher, certainly isn't a guarantee. This is just a review of what we said we had the lower target. Tomorrow is Carol Ann's F10 and date. So what would happen if we went just a little bit higher, maybe hit the target and then reversed? That's a possibility. It certainly isn't a guarantee. I don't have a guaranteed trade for tomorrow. But if this isn't the top, I think we could be close. We have a long-term target, not the only target, of just over 64.90, 53-ish. And if that's so, we've completed magenta A, we've completed magenta B, and we're in magenta C. Let's focus in on magenta C. If we're in magenta C and our target, let's make this a little bit easier to read. If our target is about 64.90.53, what if this is A and this is B, ending pretty much here, and what if we hit that target in wave C of this degree, completing an ABC of larger degree? If we do stop here or pretty close to it, that would be A, that would be B, and that would be C. And there'd be pretty much a good fib relationship, 78.6 to 100. So if we do stop here or pretty close to it, maybe slightly higher, you can make the waves work. That isn't a guarantee, it's the only count. But we're close to a 78.6% retrace of last week's drop. It's often about as high as you're going to go before retracing. So if we stop here or go very slightly higher and then retrace, you could certainly explain it. I don't think we're going to know for certain till we open tomorrow. I mean, we open way up here, forget the whole idea. But if we either start dropping or go a little bit higher and then have a significant drop, this is at least one of the areas where a reversal could begin. Wednesday's pattern has the early low regardless of where we open. It is somewhat bearish that today's normally bullish pattern couldn't close over midday highs. Promptly overtaking today's highs would rectify that, allow the rally to continue, and that's entirely possible, but if you go over it and promptly reverse it, that's not good. Right now, this isn't a favorable pattern because we didn't close near the high, but again, time hasn't run out. However, we're close to a 78.6% retrace of last week's drop, so we're in an area where the decline could resume fairly soon. This really isn't the clearest pattern for me as far as tomorrow's pattern is concerned. If we drop right from the open, I can explain it. If we go a little bit higher and then have a significant drop, I can explain it. But if we keep going up here, I'm not going to wait around forever to see if we do drop. If we get a significant rally from here, we have higher targets, and there's no guarantee that the drop from last week resumes here. It's just a logical place. It certainly isn't the only logical place. If we see it, I'm going to believe it, but if we don't see it, I'm going to wait for a clear opportunity. It's a pattern tomorrow with the early low, and that's today's call.